the main question that I've been getting lately is, why don't I just go back to New Zealand? One person was like, why don't you go back to New Zealand if you can get welfare there and you've got family? So I'm going to answer it. But I'm just down the park, just having a drink. Look, it's not beer. It's actually muscle ease. This stuff's really good. Magnesium supplement. It's the good stuff that you can only get from behind the counter at the pharmacist. If you're in Australia and you're over 40 and you exercise regularly, get yourself some of this stuff. It's really good. Help you sleep better and help your muscles recover. And it's not alcoholic, so I guess it's good. It's a good thing, right? Trying to look in the right camera. So why don't I go back to New Zealand? And I guess the short answer is because I don't live there anymore. Like, Australia's home, and I've been here for 13 years, working, and as I keep saying, paying taxes. And like, everything I love is here. You know, like, I feel settled here. Like, I've got everything that I need and everything that I love, and I've got family over here as well. Like, my sister's in Melbourne, my nephew and niece is in Melbourne. Like, all of my best friends are in Melbourne. My brother's in Brisbane, and like all of his family, and that. So I don't know. And yeah, and Victoria's got everything that I want. Like, it's got mountains. Like, I love the winter. I love the change in seasons. I like the beaches. I like the four-wheel driving down here. The Vic High Country's in summer is amazing. Go four-wheel driving and camping, and sometimes I try to fish, but and then in the winter go up into the high country and go snowboarding, and it's just awesome. And so I don't really want to leave, and like, I don't have to leave. Like, if you say, why don't you go back because there's welfare in New Zealand? Well, I don't need welfare. I don't need income support. Like, I'm not making these videos because I'm desperate and I don't have any money. Like, you might have the wrong idea, but I'm not homeless. Like, I have a home and it's my car. For now, it's not going to be forever until I upgrade. It's just a little bit uncomfortable because the back seat's so short. But and I don't need money. Like, I'm not jobless. Like, I do a little bit of Uber Eats, and then I've got a little bit of my photography work as well. Like, and I'm not complaining about any of that stuff. I've never complained about that stuff. I just need a bit more like casual work to kind of fill in the gaps so that I can work sort of closer to like full-time-ish hours, and then I'll be fine once I've got that. And like, that could be coming up. Like I said, I've got something in the pipeline, but I just don't want to talk about it right now. So I don't need welfare, and like, even if I could get welfare, I wouldn't take welfare because I'd rather work. Like, I'm not a bludger. Like, there's a few people that think I'm lazy and not trying hard enough, and like raping the resources over in Australia, and that's just not true. So I don't need to go back to New Zealand for welfare. I don't need to go back to New Zealand to stay with family, because it's just not what I need. And like, it would be the last thing that I did. You know, I grew up in Auckland, and it's changed a lot, and I don't love it anymore. I don't even really like it. Everything outside of Auckland is amazingly beautiful and stuff like that. And there's some beautiful parts of Auckland, but I just don't love it. Right? Dad still lives there, so I go and visit him every now and again. And then Mum's down in Tauranga, so I go down and see her, and it's much nicer down there than it is in Auckland. So that's pretty much why I don't just go back to New Zealand. And it's like saying, like, man, if anybody's watching this who's emigrated to a different country, if you've immigrated to a country and you've worked for a number of years and put money back into the economy and like build a life there, like have a family and whatever, and then one day you find yourself without work and stuff like that, like, the last thing you would want to do is to go back to the country that you immigrated from, right? You know, like, if you've come from Europe or whatever, and gone to England to set up a new life, you're not going to want to go back to Europe. You probably left because the country you were in was war torn or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know how that is something that you would. I guess I can kind of see it. Like, people don't really know my situation, but maybe that clears it up a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully. Anyway, I'll wrap it up. Try and keep it a quick one. Just over 5 minutes. Not doing too bad. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. You got any questions, chuck them down below. And also just to wrap things up, I thought I'd just add that, like, if you don't like these videos, if you don't like me, if there's something about me that you don't like, or something that you don't like, something that I'm saying that you don't like, or you whatever, for whatever reason, like if you think I'm like a daddy's boy or a bludger, or I'm like a spoilt brat, or whatever, like all of those things that have been popping up in the comments, and just don't watch the videos, man. It's simple. Like, basically, if you don't like these videos and you're still watching them, you're literally no different to a dog licking other dogs' piss off a bush, right? And if you don't understand that analogy, next time you see a dog licking another dog's piss off a bush, look at its face. Like, our dog Harvey used to do this like little thing with his teeth where he was just like, oh, it's horrible, but I can't stop and I kind of like it. You're no different to that. So if you don't like this stuff, don't watch it, man. Like, a lot of people are getting something out of it, and it's just turning into a wholesome little thing where I'm connecting with other people that are in similar situations. So if you're on the other end of the scale and you don't get any of this, just don't watch the videos, man. Because if you start writing horrid stuff, and I'm happy to let the negative stuff go, I'm pretty open to that sort of stuff, but if you start turning gross, I'm just going to hide you from the channel like I have done. So that's all. Have a good day.